on? What's going on? I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Before I get started, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me to build my subscription base, which I greatly appreciate your support for that. This is actually episode 161. And this particular episode is Make It Happen. Make it happen. Far too long, I think we go into this mindset where we are begging people for their acceptance. We're begging people to get into whatever it is that they're doing. We have to make it happen on our own accord in the things that we're doing, in the self-belief that whatever it is we decide to do, we can make it happen, right? And I'm not saying that you go about it all alone. I'm not exactly saying that, because it does take a lot of support to get to the goals and the dreams that we want. What I am saying is, once you put into play the things that you want to obtain in your life, now you start building your team of people around that that's there for you. They're there to help you make it happen for your goals and for your dreams, and no selfish benefits outside of that for themselves. This is all about helping you obtain the success that you want, right? And sometimes that's hard to decipher. Sometimes it's hard to get into or to bring those type of people around you if you wasn't inherently, for instance, if you didn't grow up with those people, if they're not family members, sometimes it's hard to find those type of people. But you need to make it happen for yourself when it comes to looking at things that you really want to achieve. And the reason why I say it so harshly, that part of it may seem to be a little bit more, I guess, not so much self-reliant on what you're doing, but again, bringing the right team of people around you. That might seem selfish. But at any turn, how many times have you helped somebody else get to their success? How many times have you helped somebody else reach their dreams? And you've done it from a place of not being selfish, just because you are happy for that other person, right? How many times have you done that? Well, now it's time to flip the script a little bit. Now it's time to turn the tables a little bit. Make it happen for yourself. Bring, if you can, those type of people around for your successes and for your dreams and for your goals to be met and reached, right? Please know that you do bring value to every situation. That's the key. Please know that. Know that your self-confidence is important. And please know what your value is when you bring it to other people. Now, you need it to be reciprocated when it's your turn. These people need to bring that to you, that same energy of being self-confident and understanding that you have the ability in these other individuals seeing what your value is and respecting it and wanting to see you do well in whatever goals you have, whatever dreams you have, whatever ambitions you have. That's part of the problem. We give, and a lot of times we don't receive in return. And then we get upset about it. Well, once you come across that situation, once you cross that bridge, once you have a clear understanding that you don't have the right team around you, then you got to make it happen and get rid of that team and go be around individuals that want to see you win. As a matter of fact, not only want to see you win, they're going to help you to win. They're going to help you reach your goals. That's a true team. There's no I in team. I've always felt like my wife and I both have always been in the industries that we're in, and especially in the entertainment industry. It's such an interesting industry of people. And if you don't have the right team of people around you, it's hard to click because it's such a cliquish business, right? Like any business. Right now, I'm just saying entertainment because that's the business that I'm in. So for 29 years, we've built somewhat of a culture where there's certain things that we're just not going to do if it doesn't have a moral code to it, if it doesn't have a faith-based foundation to it. We're not doing it, period, right? And that's what we stand on. Okay. Once you realize that the very foundation that you've put together, people are not really standing with you in that, they're not really respecting that, then that's the clear sign that you need to get rid of that team. You need to get rid of those individuals. Because if they don't stand on the principles that you stand on and that you set forth, if they don't stand on your principles of foundation when it comes to being morally yoked and understanding the values and the character that it takes, or that what your belief system is in that, it's never going to work. Because you're always that means you're always going to have, if you got a team of 10, you may have 7 rocking with you hard on your principles and the foundation that you set forth with a strong moral base, and then you got 3 to the side wanting to do their thing. And it has nothing to do with what you're doing. So once you understand that, those 3 got to go. You have to make it happen. They got to go, because that 3 will sooner or later infiltrate the other 7. And before you know it, that 3 now took over 2 more. So now you got to even split 5 and 5, 50-50. Those are not good odds. Those are not good odds, because sooner or later, just like termites, they're going to eat away at the foundation of what you're trying to build. And you might be left with 1 supporter left out of those 10. It just takes a matter of time. So you got to make it happen and be really, really clear in understanding what your value, like you do add value and you bring value to whatever situation that you're in. Have the self-confidence to understand that. That's not being egotistical, and it's not having an ego if you know your value and your self-worth. Now, I'm not saying walk into a meeting room and beat your chest and throw chairs and all of that. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is, whenever you walk into a meeting or whenever you walk into a situation, just make sure you know your value and make sure you know what you bring to the table. That's important. And make sure that happen whenever you walk into whatever room you walk into, whatever meeting you walk into, wherever you go. Have the self-confidence that you have the values, the skill set, make it happen. And you bring things to the table that are important. And then put your little guidelines together, put your team of people together, and simply go do you. People do respect that. There are a lot of organizations out here that do respect that. You just have to know that you're worth it, that you have value, and that you're important as well. I'll see you next week. I'm Eugene Napoleon. This is Napoleon's Corner. Take care.